So I've been having conversations with people, mainly online, about the case of Philando Castile, the gentleman who was shot in his car with his girlfriend, recorded on Facebook. And one of the conversations, the woman was saying that she don't believe that the guy is a racist, and I just want to kind of give my take on this. It may offend some, may offend both sides, but I just want to kind of give you an understanding of how I feel this whole thing is. And if you say that, this isn't a race matter, I could, I understand what you mean, but I'm going to kind of break it down on what makes it a race matter regardless. I don't think the gentleman woke up that morning and said, I'm going to go kill me a black person. I'm going to go kill me an N-word this morning. But where the racism falls in place is that black men in America is perceived more as a threat. I don't believe this man fit the typical profile of a typical CCW card carrying person. So even if he'd said, hey, I have a gun and I have a carry concealed weapon, a card, that really didn't register. I don't believe that registered with that man, because the perceived threat that was right in front of him. Many say that he was looking for an armed robbery suspect, and even if that is the case, maybe you're on edge, but the man just flat out shouldn't be dead right now. Some just call it a mistake. I often ask people to put yourself in that position. How would you feel if your husband or your son or your daughter were just murdered by someone, and he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Get over it. It's an accident." That's very unfair, and you'll be ready to kill somebody just on that alone. But perception is everything. Why do I say that? Because your perception of me could very well easily end with my life. If you perceive me as a threat, if you perceive me as somebody who is dangerous and that is likely to kill you, you're going to be more, it's going to be much more easier for you to try to kill me first. See, a white guy with a carry concealed weapons card, and a police officer walks up to him, that's more typical. You may see a lot of different white people, white gentlemen, conservative people that carry concealed weapons. And if you're regularly seeing people in the hood, or people, black African American people that may have guns, or you've been taught this through TV, always seeing the perception of the black man as being this dangerous figure, this dangerous person, you're going to be on edge. It's going to be very easy for you to pull out your gun and kill that man. And this is the problem that we face in America, the dehumanization of people. It doesn't only happen to black people. I mean, gay people are dehumanized. So when something happens to a black man or a gay man, it's more easier for you to say, oh, he was in the wrong, or, oh, that's their lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? It's about the perception that you have. So what makes this a racial issue is the perception that many Americans have. And it happens to me quite often, and it's not always a matter of, am I a threat far as having a gun or something like that, but I'll oftentimes dress up and wear suits and stuff like that. But if I don't have a suit on, the minute I don't have a suit on, the quicker it is for people to perceive me as what they think that black people are. So for instance, I'm in a line and I hear these people talking very proper and professional, and the minute I get up there, they want to start cussing and trying to see me on a different level as they see them, and I mean, it speaks a lot about them, because they are more on that level, but I'm not on that level. I don't cuss, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do a lot of different things, but oftentimes perception says I do if I don't wear a suit, if I don't have anything dressed up, if I'm not looking professional, automatically it goes to that because, hey, this guy's young and he's black, right? So perceptions are always there. And I mean, and it's not only happening with white people, it happens to from black people as well. You know, I perceive white people as a certain way, but the danger comes in is that if I perceive you as a threat, your life can be ended. Your life can be ended today. If the police officer sees you as a threat, same thing that happened with George Zimmerman. He saw that guy and he perceived him as someone who was committing a crime, someone who was doing something he was up to no good, someone that shouldn't be in that neighborhood. You see, this is where the systematic racism kicks in, and a lot of times people don't even understand that they do it, right? There's a lot of well-meaning white people out there that say a lot of racist stuff, and I'm gonna give you an example. I was starting the job, and I had a couple white friends, older friends, and I don't believe that these people mean me bad at all. But we built a relationship over a week of training together. And one day, I got sick. So since I wasn't gonna have to be out in the yard, I just called and said, look, since I'm gonna be in training, I'm just gonna come a little bit later today. I'm gonna come around 9. Now, when I got there at 9, I went over there and I went to them where they were training, and they was excited to see me. And they said, "Look, you know, we were worried about you." They said, "We thought that you may have got into you may have got into. We were worried about you. We thought you might have got into that shooting that was up on Broadwell." And I said, "Shooting? I hadn't even heard about a shooting." Thing is, and I don't even hang out. That's not even the crowd that I would actually be around. But they perception of me was that I was somebody that could likely be in a shooting. And I was like, huh? You see, that wasn't because of anything other than the fact that what America has made me to look like to people. These people didn't get up and say, oh, I hate him, he's a nigger. That wasn't what was on their mind, but they perceived me a certain way. All this time when we've worked together, you haven't seen me cuss, you haven't seen me be out of line, you haven't seen me listen to no hip hop music, none of those things, because those are things that I just really don't subscribe to, because I like to fill my mind with more positive things, but I still looked like that. I went to Ohio one time, and I went to pick up a dog, and it was 2:00 in the morning, and I got pulled over, and he said, "Hey, you fit the description of someone." What description is that? What description is that? I mean, come on. Like we have to understand that perception. How are black men perceived? That's the root of all of this. That's why it's so easy to kill a black man, and then once they kill a black man, all of these other people come around and they try to justify what happened. They lack any kind of empathy. They lack any kind of compassion. It's automatically jump to judgment. The Castile boy, he got shot, and what did they start bringing up? They started bringing up his traffic driving record. His driving record, that he was stopped so many times. Like I mean, think about if your husband, if your son got killed today, and I start bringing up his past driving record. Are you kidding me? And you mean to tell me that that's how low you'll go and you don't see anything wrong with that? See, those people are sick in the head to me. Those people are very sick, and those people are the problems. So if you say stop sharing these kind of videos because they're trying to put us against each other, those videos are separating us. No, it's people like you that are separating us. It's your response to the video. The video doesn't separate. The only thing the video does, I would say that the video, people are putting a lot of these videos out there to put us as the people against the police, but us the people against each other. I don't believe that's the case. That's not the case. It's your response. It's your response. This whole conservative people that continue to make these ridiculous arguments. And I'm not a conservative or a liberal. I'm not neither one. But I can definitely see how you push your agendas and you belittle people. You demean people. You take away like their life means absolutely nothing. And you use it. You use the name of God to do it. And you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. If you take a look at yourself, you will see that you are not lining up with the word of God. Not at all. You lack compassion. You lack empathy. You lack love. That is not what a Christian does. Just because you are against abortion doesn't make you a believer or a follower of Christ. Just because you don't like homosexual marriage doesn't make you a believer, a follower of Christ. Look at yourself. Look at yourselves. You're foul. You're wrong. You're Pharisees. You're scribes. The Bible would call you brood of vipers. And I'm not talking to all of you because there is some people that got some sense about themselves. But the people that I see, especially on Fox News and all of these different shows that consider yourself talking about making America great again, are you kidding me? You reply after a man's death with his driving record? Are you kidding me? And then you want somebody to have empathy when the cops get killed? I do have empathy for those cops. Every single man, I believe that is wrong. I come against anybody who would think that it's right to go and slaughter some people. But you want to make a big deal about that, but not the other person. You see, this is where you're wrong at. This is why that people are against each other. Not because you put videos out there. Those videos have to be high. Those videos need to be seen to show the corruption and all of the things that's going on with this corrupt system that you guys have made. We're going to change this. We have to start looking at ourselves. Each and every one of us. Don't be so quick to respond every time. Think about things before you say them. Try to look at things from the other person, because you know good and well if you were in those shoes, you would be devastated. You know if you were in that shoes, it would hurt you. You would be ready to kill somebody. You would be ready to hurt someone. But all you do is rebuttal with your stupid talking points that you always do. And I mean, and it's the same, you know, even to Black Lives Matter and all those different people. You know, I stand with them for the simple fact I'm black and black lives do matter. But I see a lot of ridiculous stuff under the name of Black Lives Matter, and I know a lot of it is because that's what the way that the media has spent it. Because I believe those women who started Black Lives Matter, they had good intentions. But I do believe that there's some people that use the name Black Lives Matters and it makes it worse for anybody who is black. Some of y'all shouldn't talk. I see some of y'all getting on these shows. You go in there and get ambushed because you know absolutely nothing, and you let those people talk around you. You let those people this make you look so stupid and ignorant on TV, and I hate that. Don't go on no TV station with someone that's fully loaded with all kind of ammunition to break you down, and you know absolutely nothing. Don't go out there and you're spewing racist remarks and you're talking about killing people and killing pigs and stuff like that. Why would you're being counterproductive? That's not the way we should do things. If you want to really do something, start spending your money in the black community. Start coming together and locking arms with your people. If you do that, things can start to change. If you stop buying Michael Jordans and all of these stars, if you stop buying all of these all of these big name things that you spend your money on recklessly, and you start pooling your resources and start developing stuff amongst each other, we could do a lot better. It ain't always about putting pigs in a blanket in front. It's never about that. We don't promote that. We shouldn't be promoting that. All we're doing is promoting violence when we do that. And I mean, and I know a lot of you people say that, well, it needs to be eye for eye and violence and stuff like that. But guess what? You're outnumbered. You do that, they usher in martial law, and you're dead. Just like black people have always been dead. That's not the way you fight. You got to find a different way to fight. That's not the way to fight. So stop killing each other. Stop with all these stereotypical things, that looking at the world through stereotypical views. Give people the benefit of the doubt sometime. At least that. I'm a black man. I ain't ignorant. I don't do all of the things that you think I do. No, I don't. I don't like a lot of the stuff I see. I don't like a lot of the stuff in the music. I think it's ridiculous and it's hurting us. But still, you put me in a bunch with everybody else just because I'm black, and that's wrong. So that's just what I wanted to say today. I hope this, sit right at some of y'all. I hope you all start thinking about some of the stuff you're doing, because some of it, most of it is garbage. It's whack. Be out.